Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the Community Tank Live. We've got a big show lined up today. I'm so excited to bring you up to speed on the Fish Studio updates as the River Life YouTube channel Fish Studio nears completion. We got a couple other things I'd like to hit on today. Still talking about tubbing season right around the corner. And you may have heard about hashtag projectpoecilia. We are just talking about guppies, other live bears in the genus, but just talking about guppies being a entry-level gatekeeping fish species that that may be too broad. Many of us enjoy keeping guppies even as long-time fish keeping hobbyists, but definitely we're recommending that newcomers try some guppies. They're alluring. They teach good propagation and husbandry techniques. So Project Poecilia is going on. It's an informal effort to raise awareness of fish keeping in general, to build community around a species, to do some species swaps, to share some techniques. So we'll see how the community benefits from Project Poecilia. You can watch as a bystander. You can start using the hashtag Project Poecilia. You may be included in collaborations with other YouTube creators involving guppies or maybe some of the other live bears. But anyway, that's on the docket for today. So much going on around here. You guys are already active in chat. Kevin Scholler, number one, taking the flag, using lowercase letters today, indicating he is not dispatching. He is on duty as an EMT. Thank you very much for your frontline service. We appreciate you, Kevin. Thanks for being here. We got lots of membership icons over there in the chat that I can see. Memberships are live on the River Life YouTube channel, and they do help cover expenses. I haven't gone live with the StreamYard upgrade yet, but I plan to. We do have 7 members at the sustainer level. You can find out more about that by hitting the join button below. And you'll find now that there's only one level. It's just the sustainer level. So we're just going to try to allow that to be, if that's something you want to do, if you want to support the channel, it's $4.99 a month. Glad to have you on board. Thank you very much for your consideration. If you don't want to become a member, nothing's going to change. We're not reducing any content volume or quality if you're not a member. You're going to get an icon and recognition in the chat. You can see the koi photograph from the members over there in chat, and an occasional behind the scenes scene setup, a blooper reel, just a little something extra that won't be included in the regular content, but it will be in addition to. So it won't cost the regular channel content. It won't cost it any volume or quality. Muppet 929 in the house. Welcome aboard, Anthony's Fishy Friends. Just saying hello to a few people right in my line of sight here. Science Gal Aquatics, what is going on? Good to have you here. Lefty 3213A, a member here at the River Life Community Tank, River Life YouTube channel, and also Patreon masterpiece level contributor. Lefty has access to the How to Appreciate Modern Art video series as a Patreon masterpiece level contributor, and also he gets a print every month, as will anyone who joins at the masterpiece level that is not available on Etsy. So there's some perks over there at Patreon. The memberships are going on. We've got some channel upgrades in the pipeline, and it's thanks to you guys. Thanks to your support, we're able to grow in that direction. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the changes. Speaking of which, Texas Fish is in the house asking questions about keeping fish in tubs. As you know, I happen to love that. Several recent videos on the subject available on the River Life YouTube channel. Yeah, it's we're getting close. A cold snap, rainy, cold weather, keeping my pond and my tub, my 300-gallon tub temperatures down, trying to get the temperatures up. They're going down. So itching, first day of May 1st, and we are ready to start summer tubbing. We're just waiting for the 300 gallon to get the temp. Then we're going to set out a couple of other small tubs, make a nice little patio pond area, if you will. Looking forward to doing it. But anywho, big news. Big news is we have a wall constructed, a new wall, major project, dividing a 3-car garage into a 1 and 2-car garage. Finishing that, so the 1-car garage side isn't the garage at all, but in fact is a fish studio. Insulated, electrified, and climatization is next and last. And we will have a fish studio. So we're looking forward to that. Everything's a mess right now. I don't even know if I took a picture to share with you guys. You know how it is when you're in construction. Lefty 3213A sharing out this stream. Thank you very much for that. Still getting accustomed to this new stream. Let's see, 12 of you made it in so far. We've been live for 6 minutes. 12 folks here and active in the chat. Thank you. Blake's Aquarium's here all the way from down under Australia, 1:30 a.m. in Australia. Wow. Good day, mate. And it's so messy. I don't even think I took a picture. If I find one here, I have the framework, which you've seen. You've seen the framework. Now the wall's up. It's painted. They've got trim on it. You remember when the frame was up. Yep. So now that's finished. Contractor paid, out the door. Here we go. So your memberships are appreciated. Your consideration for becoming a Patreon is appreciated. In case I haven't mentioned those things, we do have 3 Patreons: Lefty 3213A, Lonnie Salyer, and Roxanne Barnes. Thank you all so much. We've got 7 members: Fish Room Fever, Sleeper Aquatics, Lefty 3213A, The Zen Ginger, Kevin Scholler, Sand Creek Aquatics, and Kaler's Aquatics. You will notice those members in the chat with a koi icon by their names. Their name appears in green. So there's some recognition in the chat of the members. Thank you guys so much. And I think I see Blake's Aquatics keeping outdoor tubs in Melbourne, Australia, in response to Texas fish. So do we have a similar climate there? Can we share notes on the climate? Texas Tub also asked, do you use substrate for your tubs? I do not. Let me make sure that's a true statement. I don't use a complete cover of substrate. I do use hardscaping material. And oftentimes, especially if the tub is new, I'll use large used sponge filters to help seed the beneficial bacteria and definitely to grow some while we're at it. And it does add a little bit of cover down there for the fish. They see that as cover. It gives them a little bit of security. An occasional piece of large driftwood, larger rocks, but not necessarily substrate. That's the way I do it. That's the way I want to do it. I enjoy doing it. I've had success doing it. Do it however you like. Now, a caveat is I will use plant pots. And of course, the plant pots will have substrate in it for the plants to draw their nutrients and their roots to anchor them in place. That's the way we do it here. Dragon Lyre, welcome. Lori Vinker, hello there. I'm scanning the chats. I'm sure I've met Young Fish Aquatics, lurking, doing homework. Congratulations on your homework that you have to do. It's good that you have that to do. I'm missing folks in the chat, not trying to be complete here, not trying to overlook anyone intentionally. So the Facebook group, let me hit on this for just a second. 10-minute mark. The Facebook group, River Life Community Tank Live Facebook group. 299 members in that group. 299. If you're in here, if you're in this chat, and you're not a member of the Community Tank Live Facebook group yet, Why don't you go on over there and request membership? We're looking for our 300th. That's a milestone. That's an even 100. We're looking for a 300th member. Sarah Aquatics from the UK. Maybe that could be you. Welcome to this chat. Glad to have you. We spend a couple of hours a week here in this chat. That Facebook group is open 24/7. August Duel, what larger fish have you kept outside? Koi, but basically just temporarily, kind of a grow out tank. And then they go into a larger pond, which, I mean, I'm not making a promise here. You can't hold me to this, but I am looking at installing an in-ground pond at this location here in beautiful, historic Mountain Home, Tennessee. That would be pretty awesome. I have a little slope in the backyard that could make an interesting waterfall. So, not promising, but could have an in-ground pond in the future, which would be filled with koi, just so you know. Okay. Muppet929, if you ever get on Facebook, it would be great to have you join. In the meantime, we are looking for our 300th member. Thank you, 299 members. I know I recognize names in the chat. Some of you are already members. Thank you very much. It's a place where we hang out. Gives us a little more shelf space, a little room to stretch out. We do allow links to other channels to be posted if it's fish related on Saturdays. If you're in Australia and your Saturday is different, okay, I understand. Just post it on Saturday. Wednesday is not Saturday. That keeps us from getting cluttered. As we started to in the beginning, you have to make these corrective actions on the fly, and that's where we are. We're allowing links on Saturday. Post them up there. Glad to have them. Lumpy Dog with an excellent report. Thank you, sir, for bringing that here. The Facebook group, River Life Community Tank Live, now has 301 members. You guys did it. Check mark. Way to go. Thank you so much. Fireworks, confetti, corks popping. Woohoo! It wasn't that fun. Let's find another milestone. What can we do? What can we do for someone else? River Life Community Tank Live time slot takeover happened last night following KG Tropical's live stream. And Kaler's Aquatics took over the time slot. Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics was the time slot takeover. Lots of folks going over from KG Tropical's live stream into Bob's with a hashtag letting them know that they had just come from KG Tropical's. Hopefully that was an excellent stream for him. I was lurking, and I know that Bob Kaler did a great job on the Kaler's Aquatics time slot takeover. I hope his channel receives a bump and encouragement of support like the others doing the time slot takeover have. I don't know why he wouldn't. I expect that to be the case. I can't wait to find out. Lumpy Dog with a comment says, unrelated topic, but I'm excited. I signed up for a virtual foot race across Tennessee, 1,000K, 621 miles, raises money for Feeding America charity in Tennessee. There you go. That's good on you. Definitely unrelated, but a nice thing to do and a creative way to do it. A virtual foot race. I love creativity. Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics. He talked about so many things last night with that beautiful 185 gallon tank over his shoulder with his Severums in it. It was pretty stellar. Everyone seemed to have a good time. I was happy to do that for Kaler's Aquatics. In the past, as you know, we've had Q Aquatics, the Fish Tank Barn, Aquafunk Aquatics, Fish Room Fever, Chattanooga Ed. We've had some outstanding community members take over that time slot. Someone did comment last night, hey, didn't Rack used to have this time slot? And Candy Overholes Supermod said, Rack, this is Rack's normal time slot. He hasn't given it away permanently. He is offering it to other channels weekly with the hashtag community. And it is a community effort. And I do choose and ask, I ask you if you want to take over that time slot because I have an obligation to KG Tropicals, who definitely has supported me following him, John and Lisa, them following them on that Thursday night time slot. So it's a free platform. You can do what you want to do, but when we work together and collaborate, there seems to be more mutual benefits. So KG Tropicals being so supportive of the river life, I'm definitely considerate of making sure that they are also able to support whoever I select, and that I trust whoever I select with you guys, because we've already mentioned the many things that we do together as a community and that you do for me personally that I appreciate, and I don't want to jeopardize that. So probably a stranger isn't going to show up that none of us know. It's like, oh, well, this could be good. If it's someone that I know personally and you don't know yet, I wouldn't mind introducing them to you, but there's too much at risk here to just allow a stranger to take over the reins, if you will, or get some obtuse request out of the blue. Hey, I'll do your time stream takeover. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, not how we do that. So you can rest assured that whoever is the time slot takeover guest is someone that I trust, and I trust them to spend some time with you. So I've done some effort in vetting who they are and have a personal relationship with them. So, and it just is what it is. Yeah, if you're a stranger to me, I don't have any interest in you doing a time slot takeover with River Life Community Tank Live, as a host for you as a guest in the time slot. I guess that just needed to be said out loud. Maybe it's a given. It should be obvious, but there it is. For the record, it's out there. Sharpies and Models Aquatics here. Afternoon. Good to have you here, sir. So we've got several countries represented. Talk about diversity. 18 people here, several countries. I'm in little East Tennessee mountain home, Berg College. Let's see. I guess we're a city. Yeah, we'll call it a city, but definitely a little burg, just a village, if you will. Yet reaching out to Australia and the UK. Where are you, Sharpie Models and Aquatics? England? I guess that's as neutral as I could be. Sometimes if it's Scotland and you mess up and say Ireland, it's like, oh, no, I'm not from, or vice versa. There's a lot of country pride. I have that too as a patriot of the United States. I have a lot of country pride, but I think it's beautiful when we work together globally. What is it? Think globally, act locally. Yeah, I think that's where the biggest benefits are. Segregation's a little tough. Doesn't work out. Dragon Liar saying hello to everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Lumpy Dog has got a question here about guppies. Let me read this one out loud. Lumpy Dog says, is anyone setting up a YouTube summer tubbing guppy swap in the fall? Maybe some, pass some, donate on, some type of setup. Great way to share and expand the hobby. See, there's an idea we can build on, Lumpy Dog. Way to go. In the fall wouldn't be great for me. That's not enough time because when the temps fall, I got to get those fish back in the house. But a guppy swap, man, that sounds like fun. We could do that as a YouTube meetup, and it's not YouTube exclusive, but just so creators get some content and they put the content out for viewers. Big J's Fish Keeper, what is going on? I like it. Way to go, Lumpy Dog. Way to come in there with a great idea. Let's see. Wow, we are cooking. It is okay. Well, yeah, it's 11:49. We've been taking care of business for 20 minutes. Wow, we're doing so well. One other note here, one thing to mention, we're just gonna cut loose and have some chat. Yeah, Lefty, that is a good idea, right? All right. Science Gal is agreeing with Dragonliar that the pond guy is great. So the pond guy is donating ponds to YouTube influencer. Yeah. Are you talking about Greg Whitstock? He is. I need to reach out to Greg. I spoke to him at Aquashella and asked if he would consider coming and doing a pond for me. I talked to both he and Ed Blue, is that the pond professor? And they redirected me, and I've met Greg several years ago at Aquatic Experience, and he invited me over to Aqualand to do a tour. I did a video. Great guy, and I don't know if you understand, how busy this guy is. He actually built the pond for Logan Paul. What's that guy got? Like 34 million subscribers? Maybe not that many. Maybe just 20 million. Huge influencer. And Paul Cafaro, over 1 million. Actually, I met Paul at Aqualand there at Greg's place. He was a guest. That was nice. But anywho, they redirected me to their marketing department, who does the scheduling for their and when they do that for another YouTube influencer, typically it's for content for their channel. So they send the camera crew as well as construction crew, and they upload a video concerning demonstrating what they do for the other YouTuber. I know what's George's channel's name? Coral 12G. They did one for him. Sherpa Design. I think somehow Haley at Oddball Aquatics won, or Jess Shrimp Granny won at Aquashella. She won an installation. That was pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I'll follow up with Greg, see what's going on. Okay, cool, Dragonliar. I will. I'll reach out to Greg and see what's up. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they don't air any bad ponds, do they? They also did one or two videos on giving ponds to veterans. It's a class act over there. The whole Aqualand, Aquascapes Inc. It's just a class act. Greg was very interested in turtles as a young man, still keeps turtles. And just recently went to Japan to pick out some koi. And when I was there, he was more into the ecosystem of the pond than the koi. I was enamored by the koi. Wow, look at the koi. And there's some more koi. Those koi are huge. That is beautiful. Like out in front of Aqualand, he's got like 1 million gallon pond. Something crazy, absolutely stunning, gorgeous, landscaped all over the place, several acres. And the koi he had in there, I understand, were mostly rescues from his customers who didn't want to have a pond anymore, or their koi outgrew the pond that they had installed for them. So he was a place for koi rescues. I thought it was rather awesome. I mean, a lot of people, you get your certified Japanese koi, and you don't want to let just any other koi swim with them. That's a true statement. Hey, down the wormhole, welcome, D. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, I'll reach out to Greg, see what's going on. I've never seen a pond that he did that I really didn't like. The whole system is based on ease of maintenance, health of the water in the pond. And I think he also built Dustin's fish tanks. That's a Greg Whitstock build. Lots of cool stuff. I'm just going to reach out to him. You talked me into it, Dragonliar. Yeah, I'm gonna recontact those guys, see where we are. Sand Creek Aquatics showing up in the chat here. Hello, hello. All right, good. Norfolk, England. I was right on that, wasn't I? Sharpie's Models and Aquatics. Okay, Eastern side. Cool. I'm calling out these channel names, and some of them produce excellent content. Okay. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics comes to mind when I say that. Sand Creek Aquatics does a live stream that's fun. A lot of people jump in there. Blake's Aquatics in Australia doing a really good job, especially for a newer channel with the handling the fish related content. Salute. And I've said this to Blake. I'll say it to you guys about Blake. Good content over there. Check out these channels. D from Down the Wormhole, been doing this for a while, helping people along. She's got fish and other pets. A very enjoyable live stream, building her own little community of support over there that she shares with others, much like, hey, Tiffany White, much like we all do and try to do. Hey, let's go over here. Let's do that with these people so that the sum of the parts, I mean, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, right? There's an extra energy there. So check out these channels. We used to could hover over a name and get the 3 dots on the right side and chat, and it would say go to channel. Now I guess you have to stop the chat and copy and paste into your browser in order to get to the channel. But it's worth it. Discover some of these channels. Watch a few of their videos. Chewy is here. Did I say hello yet? If not, I meant to. Hello, Chewy. I saw you in here just a second ago. Making it official because I'm old. I don't remember. Hello, Chewy. Lefty 3213A recommending Blake do a time slot takeover, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Again, I'll be evaluating those and sending out invitations. So, yeah. Yeah, I think a request and an invitation are sometimes really far apart. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that works out. And I've only had one person I've asked not accept the invitation. Is that true? That's not true. There have been three people. One would have been a good fit. The other two were just, it was in good form to ask, but only one that would have benefited and been a good fit wasn't able to do it. The others have done it, and they did receive a benefit. It was fantastic. Glad to do it. Glad to share that community bump. We love hanging out on Thursday night. No question about it. We have established ourselves as a community. Okay. When we first started, it was a growth, climb. Then we established ourselves and we're here. So once we established ourselves, I recognized there was more benefit in letting another channel take over that time slot and get a bump that the River Life channel wasn't getting while sharing the love. And they're really good, generally very good about, even while they're in the time slot, recognizing the River Life community tank. You guys as our regulars, and they're taking over the time slot. They recognize you guys for continuing to huddle around the River Life community tank live and the River Life YouTube channel. So they've been very gracious in acknowledging and being appreciative of having that time slot to take over. So it works both ways. It's really cool. Punchy Paints is in the house with the Hello Fellow Artists rack. Punchy Paints. Pam reminds me it's 12 o'clock. We're going to get there, Pam. 12 o'clock. It's 11:58. At 12 o'clock, we're going to shift gears. We're going to talk about River Life art for just a moment. Some of you guys may have been there. I did a live stream with the technique. It's called If Then. If this happens, then that will also happen. So the audience, the viewers, got to trigger some things that happened. So I was talking about the River Life art, and I said, okay, if there is a super chat on the board, I won't talk about art. So anytime there was a super chat on the board, no art talk. If there wasn't a super chat on the board, I'd go back to talking about the art. Papa Conroy in the house. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Third frame down. Okay. Move the bottom of it slightly back to the left. Driving my OCD crazy. Yeah, probably not. No, the keystone on that's a little off. Yeah, I don't think actually moving the frame is going to help anything. It may send us into a black hole. We may just have, we may all go to the twilight zone if I did that. No worries, but glad to have you here. Thanks for the comment. All right, super chats stop the art talk. So I was going along talking about the art. Sand Creek Aquatic super chatted 99 cents with a smiley face. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Shut up about that art. Okay. All right, Sand Creek Aquatics. That was funny. And then if we got to $100 of super chats, I wrote a poem and I would read the poem. So for 2 weeks in a row, I had to read the poem. And it was a lot of fun. It was neat, but it interrupted the flow of everything. You know, when you're installing that programming and it's like, yeah, the viewers do have control of things. That's good. But when it interrupts the flow, it's difficult to maintain because if you've never done a live stream, there's some nuances that only experience can tell you. When you're the talent, you're the cameraman, you're the lighting guy, you're the audio guy, you're the script writer, you're the presenter. So when you're wearing all of those hats, it just doesn't take a lot to make your head spin, you know, just take you completely out of the game. So with these triggers happening, if then, I mean, you have to follow through. That happened, so you got to make this happen. So it was stopping on a dime and trying to change. So and it was cool. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but that's why we went away from that. And just thinking about Pam saying I was a fellow artist, we are going to talk about River Life Art. It's 12:02 now. We're going to talk about that. But that brought that to mind. Just thought I would share that. If you remember that stream, it was pretty funny. The Zen Ginger made it. Well, good morning, Sir Rack. She says, well, good morning to you, the Zen Ginger. Oh, glad to have you here. Cichlid Strain Hunter coming in the chat right after you there. Punchy Paint says, I do that plus wear a Mickey Mouse hat. Well, so the Mickey Mouse hat is another league. That's elevated live stream hosting. I'm not there yet. Although I did recently purchase. Oh my goodness. This purchase was influenced by King and Queen cichlids. If you guys haven't seen Scott and Liz's videos, go over there. If you're a cichlid person, you're going to absolutely love King and Queen cichlid videos. Scott's right on the edge of getting me into some predator fish, some big cichlid, South American, Central American. He's close. But anyway, I was watching one of his videos and he was wearing a fedora. I got so inspired. He was smoking a cigar, wearing a fedora. I love to smoke cigars. I sometimes wear a floppy field hat, a boonie hat. I said, that's it. I'm buying a fedora. And I shopped and I purchased one. I sent Scott a message. Scott, now you've done it. You've inspired me to buy a fedora. So maybe Punchy Paints, maybe instead of the ears, I could wear my fedora to elevate the River Life live stream. You see this mess, this mop of a haircut I've got, this quarantine swoop I've got going on. Maybe it's a great time to wear a fedora just to cover that up. All right, show of hands. Anybody want me to put the fedora on? Lori Vinker, yep, baiting me over. You know something, don't you, Sharpies, Models, and Aquatics? I may have some infantry headgear. I may. All right, now we're into cosplay. Quarantine swoop. Do. Psychedelic hippocampus, welcome. August Duel with the first. Yes, do it. Okay, I've got one yes. Do I have any no's on the fedora? Lots of hellos. Punchy Paints, you started this. What do you say? You want to see the fedora? 12:05. We got a minute. You want to see the fedora? Pam? Blake's Aquatics with a double thumbs up. Muppet 29, there's some appreciation for some accessories. Some activity outside. Lookout's giving me the alert. I don't have ears. No. I went to Disney Springs while I was at that koi convention. Central Florida Koi Show 2020. Disney Springs had every color, every combination, everything you could imagine. Disney ears. I mean, they had it all. Tiffany White says, go for it. Jessica Taylor says, yes. Fedora up, says Sharpie Smiles. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Kenny Schindler says, bust it out. Oh, my God. You could get a hockey stick haircut as part of the brighter side of hockey fans during this pandemic. River Life, the hairstylist, can keep 6'6" away. Attach a razor to a hockey stick. It couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. Always wear hats. Pork pie, fedoras, etc. Dragonlar, he does the fedora proud. I'm going to go do it. And I may also, Sharpie's Models and Clocks, I may also bring my infantry headgear just for show and tell. All right? Chat amongst yourselves. Enjoy some beautiful River Life art prints, and I'll be with you momentarily. How about it? Panama rack. Oh, yeah. There it is. The Panama rack fedora. Kenny Schindler says, outstanding. Blake's Aquatic says, looking sharp. Dragon Lair says, nice hat. Psychedelic Hippocampus says, yes. August Duel, thumbs up. Down the wormhole, looks good. Love it. Matches the shirt. How about that? Rack rocking it. Heck yeah. That is you, says Kevin Scholler. Oh, yeah. Stray Cats jamming. Quite festive. And this is not my Cuban cigar. I didn't want to bring it out, but it is one of my favorites. Arturo Fuente, Between the Lines. I don't smoke in the house. Yeah. We're not going to smoke that. I'm just going to play with it. May smoke it later. The mowing equipment is in the neighborhood. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? This is my new Panama rack fedora hat to cover up the quarantine swoop in response to Punchy Paint's Mickey Mouse ears. I cannot rock the ears. She owns that. She elevated her live stream. I'm just following suit with this fedora. Yes, I feel like playing dominoes. I did promise I would show you some epic looks, says the science gal. I did promise I would show you some infantry headgear from when I was a much younger lad in the United States Army infantry. Here you go. Look at that, would you? Talk about style. Oh, the 80s were good to me. We'll put that over there. I love that hat. All right, Kevin, how are you doing without a fedora in your life? I have one now. That's what I asked myself. Why didn't I have this? All right, Sharpies goes to dig out his Elmer Fudd hat. Pictures, River Life Community Tank Facebook group pictures. It's officially now Hat Day. Today is Hat Day. All you fish keepers, post pictures of you and your hat on the River Life Community Tank Live Facebook page. Hang on a minute, I've got to make a note. Hat Day. I'll include one of me with my Cuban cigar and my fedora. I'll lead the way, and the rest of you jump in there. Pam, it would be so outstanding to have a photograph of you on that Facebook group in your ears. That would be outstanding. I would love to have that. Rose Aquatics in the house. Hello, Ro. How are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. The Zen Ginger laughed so hard at Pam. I believe that. Let me catch up on this comment. Punchy Paint said, the police probably liked my ears too when I went outside to talk to them in the middle of my live stream and forgot I had ears on. Hello, officer. I'm fine. How are you? And the police officer said, MIC, I see you are, Pam. KEY, why are you wearing your ears tonight? Oh, gosh. You are so much fun. I love you, Punchy Paints. Yeah, how often do the police show up to your streams, Pam? I'm so boring. Ro just joined the Facebook group. Thank you, Ro. We're having Hat Day. Put a picture of yourself with your hat on the Facebook page. It'll be great fun. The light's washing this out. You can't really see the bends there. If I bend down, you can tell it's got some bends in it. It's a Panama style hat, and you may have remembered the old suntan lotion, Panama Jack. So I call myself Panama Rack when I wear this hat. Rose been outside with the pond and outdoor tubbing. Man, it must be nice. I'm waiting on the temps to warm up here in the mountains. Yeah, Pam gave me the LOL. That's right. Well, I laugh out loud when I watch your streams too, especially when you take a drink of coffee. Have a nice day. Now, you got me sidetracked, and I'm glad you did. Lumpy Dog loves the Panama Rack. Yeah, if you're my age, you know Panama Jack. Is that stuff still around? Do people even go torture their skin in the sun, putting oil on to make sure it bakes up real good? I don't know. But anyway, I was about to mention, it's 12:14 now. I was about to mention at the top of the hour, River Life Art. I'm so happy that you guys are supporting and enjoying River Life Art. I make it because it makes me happy to think maybe it will make someone else happy. Here's a picture that's on the River Life Art Facebook page. It's a little 3x5 panel of acrylic paint. This one's not for sale. It's in the River Wife collection. Collection River Wife. I don't know if you can see that, but the title is She Loves Me. Does it make sense? She loves me. Definitely the Zen Ginger need a Tommy Bahama River Life shirt. Definitely. Collection, the River Wife. After we conclude our little time together here at 12:30, we're going to go over. You're all invited. I hope you'll make it. We're going to go over to the River Life Art Facebook page, and we're going to do a Facebook Live over there. Usually we have an art auction. If we do, that's fantastic. If we don't, that's fine too. We'll do a little art chat. We're going to have lots of things to talk about over there. I've been doing, fresh off the easel, there's some new works this week. If you've never been over to the River Life Art page before, there's some interesting things over there. So, well, what you'll note, you're noticing different objects. Oh, here's a macaw. But look at the background. Look at the background. That is straight out of my guppy tank. I have to walk by 2 guppy tanks to get to the easel every time I go over there. And I don't walk between them without looking, right? That's not what you do if you have aquariums. So I'm guppy inspired every time I get to the easel. So this is what happens. I do these abstract guppy arts. And then I thought, well, I'll just add a little feature, see how that looks. And River Wife comes home from work, looks at the easel, and just goes on and on about some of the work, or she doesn't. And when she does, it's like, okay, I'm going to do another one of those. That positive feedback to an artist, an old softy guy like me, that matters. So I got these guppy inspired backgrounds with some just features added in. I started plein air painting. Another good use for the fedora, keep the sun out of my eyes. But going outside, setting up a little easel and painting what I see. It's a different style of art. It's not necessarily easy, at least getting started, but it's a lot of fun. It's very fast. These acrylics dry quickly in the sun. This is awesome. Pam, have you ever done painting, plein air painting? Sky's almost lavender. It doesn't show really well here. But this was my first one. And apart from the form appearing rudimentary, that sky looked like it had almost no color in it because the full sunlight bleaches out the color. Everything is super dark. But on my palette, it looks super light and bright. It's an optical illusion. So I had to do that one, let it dry, study it, and then go back. Here's my second one. To figure out, I was really going to have to lighten up all of those colors if I was going to get any definition. So that was fun. I think I started that with the idea in mind to do some plein air painting in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park when it opens, which is going to be this weekend or next weekend. It's going to open back up. So those mountain streams up there, oh my gosh, brook trout. I want to go up there and do some plein air painting. So that was going on. That's just some things that we've got new this week for the art chat at the River Life Art page on Facebook, where we also do art auctions. These little things, we start the bidding at $10. That covers free shipping. When easels are available, and they're not today, I apologize. My easel shipment did not come in. We also include an easel if the bid gets to $15. So they're just low starting bid pieces. You can own a little piece of modern art that's an original without going broke. I do have to mention last week some bids went over $100. I was, what? Okay, well, here we are. So definitely there's no obligation to attend, to watch, to bid. And it's no longer just, $10, $15, $20 for a little fun painting. It can get pretty rowdy. If you see something you like, you become a collector, you want to add it to your set, bid what you feel. I love these things. They just make me so happy. I think if you want a piece of art that makes you happy, these might be the ticket. Okay, and they're radically different. They're abstract. They're forward. Okay, if it's not your thing, I get it. Obviously, I'm a colorist. I love guppies. Hashtag projectpoecilia. My friend, Punchy Paints, fellow artist, is a realist. Look at that. Absolutely outstanding. I can certainly appreciate that. I'm a bird watcher. I know that's a male hooded merganser and a very beautiful one. I'm so honored to have this piece of original art from Pam Earlywine. Got to check it out. She's been giving a few of these away on her live stream. You got to check out her live stream. She wears ears. She's got a cool hat. Much cooler than this. She's inspired me to wear a hat today. Her art is inspiring every time I see it. Okay. I love her art. I'm so glad that we have this fish keeping in common, so we got a chance to meet, hang out some. Is Otter Creek Aquatics in the house? Oh, Kendall, welcome. Did you send me that footage? Kendall Otter has got some unbelievable live errors. Beautiful. Please check out Otter Creek Aquatics YouTube channel and look at his endlers and his guppies. Amazing. I think he may have some for sale on Get Gills. Is that true? Otter Creek Aquatics, can you confirm that in the chat? Michigan parks don't open until June 22nd. It's such a mixed bag. I heard Georgia is open. Tennessee is opening slowly. Restaurants can open with 50% max capacity, minimum 6 feet between tables, servers, and mask. Still no barber, obviously. That may be May the 6th. I think that was slated later, and they just moved it up to May the 6th. You know what was funny is about 2 weeks into the period where you couldn't get your hair cut anymore, my barber showed up in the live stream. It wasn't this one. It was the Facebook Live. And I was apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm representing your work like this. My hair really did look good many weeks ago when you cut it, but it's just gone crazy and it's getting crazier. It's 12:22. We got 26 people watching. You're all invited over to the River Life Art Facebook page. We're going to have a little art chat. Maybe it'll be an auction. Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me. We did auction off a coffee mug last week. I do have quotes on coffee mugs. We can get some of this art put on coffee mugs. That would be pretty cool. We're looking at other merch. So, you know, we got the River Life logo. You can get some free stickers. Every time you buy a piece of art, I throw in a couple of those. If you want just some free stickers, send a self-addressed stamped envelope. There's every video has a post office box address. So do we do art t-shirts or River Life t-shirts first? And so what we're doing, I'm not bulking up on the merchandise in stock inventory. I'm just trying to sell it and then replenish it and just keep it going. You know what I mean? So it would be a limited number of whatever we decide. And then I would probably need to sell those in order to buy some more. But we'll talk about it. Whatever you guys want, whatever you like. Rose, I'm a barber. I'd be interested in some rainbow darters and banded darters when I breed them. No, I can't keep them, Ro. Thank you very much. They're beautiful fish. Unless they're native to Tennessee, then we can't keep them in an aquarium if they're native. I don't keep the water cool enough. My minnow type fish, they get stressed in the heat in the tub. Cooley Kev says, waiting on a tire change. Thank God Rack is on. Well, thank you for being here, Cooley Kevin. What an amazing coincidence. Following the River Life Art Facebook Live, that's next. I hope you'll show up for that too. I have to go get a tire. The all-electric Nissan Leaf left front tire has a slow leak. I don't know if it's the tire or the valve, but I'm tired of stopping to put air in the tire either way, so we're going to go have it checked. Zen Ginger has got the River Life Art Facebook link posted there for anybody who wants to join us. You can check it in, check out. You know, no obligations, no tickets are sold. They're opening Yellowstone, but not the lodges, says Punchy Paints. That's cool. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park here in East Tennessee is the most visited national park in the system. Over 10 million visitors a year. which surprised me. It's in my backyard. I grew up playing in those streams. I thought surely it's Grand Canyon. It has to be Yellowstone. Nope, not even close. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So when it closed, just knowing that it closed, that's a portion of 10 million visitors to the national park systems that didn't go. That's just putting it into context for you. This thing's real. It's big. Andrew Purr is in the house. Are you coming to Aquashello, Chicago again this year? I always say no. I can't plan from this far out. Just our schedule here doesn't work that way. If the window of opportunity opens, it will be much closer to the event. And then as soon as I know, you'll know. But to answer the question, I always just say, no, I'm not planning on it. To clarify, what I mean is I plan on seeing if the window is open. But I don't like to commit or promise or build expectations and then not be able to follow through. So I say no. No, not at this time. Select Pet says, boom, boom. I caught a River Life daytime stream, and all it took was skipping work, LOL. Well, thanks for you skipping work. I wore a special hat for you, Select Pet, knowing you may have to skip work to join us today. I'm so glad you did. That's interesting to know, Rose Aquatics. I spoke to my local TWRA agent, and he said even with documentation, if they were a native species to Tennessee, I could not keep them. So I told him I had a YouTube channel and my fish were going to be all over the internet. And I didn't want anybody knocking on the door, getting swatted by TWRA. We're here for your darters. You can't have those darters. I'll check again. That's good info, Rose. Thanks for sharing. Coolie Kev's hoping they can patch his tire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Better safe than sorry when you start fixing old tires, right? Punchy Paint says Wyoming has areas that totally rely on tourism around Yellowstone. Everyone's going to be hurt this year. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, just prayers, positive vibes, thoughts for everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, help keeping me grounded and sane. It's almost like I pretend my lifestyle hasn't had a major change because we get together twice a week. I usually hang out in the time slot Takeover on Thursday, and then we're also together on Wednesdays for a premiere of a River Life YouTube channel video. So this platform has been very meaningful to me over the last couple months. You know what I'm saying? I did have a video. Let's see, a live stream. The last live stream on Monday was demonetized. Said some things that apparently sponsors to YouTube still aren't comfortable with people saying. So you may have noticed today we're being very careful not to say those things. Kenny Schindler says, I have a very good friend that lives in Tennessee. She's a police officer in Mount Juliet. Well, that's just down the road. Is that near, is that closer to Chattanooga? Chattanooga Ed, Knoxville, Fish Room Fever, Sean Peck, Rose Aquatics is over that way. Tiffany White and Ginger Graves are out toward Nashville, Hermitage. Darters, what darters, officer? Those are extremely rare Mexican krypton minnows. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're all getting back into the swing of things. I've got a fish room that's now got a wall in it waiting to climatize it. We'll have a real full-fledged fish studio. We've got a 300-gallon stock tank on the back porch, the patio, covered patio. So nice out there. That's where I'm going to smoke this cigar after we finish with the art chat on the River Life Art Facebook page. I got another 35-gallon tub with the built-in steps, the preform from Home Depot. Is that thing still only $30? So much fun for $30. I'm going to get some guppies going in that thing this year. Who knows what kind of guppies? I don't know. The guppies I have in my fish room right now were born and raised out there from store-bought adults I got from PetSmart, and they had a bad case of ick, and so I had them in quarantine. And none of the adults really made it out of quarantine. A couple made it out of the tank and then died within a couple of weeks after coming out of the quarantine tank. But the fry were born in the quarantine tank. They've been fine. So they were born into the meds. So I don't think they ever suffered from any of the ick, and they're doing great. The females are getting very large. The males are very colorful. Obviously, I mean, now that you know, that's the secret. The secret's out. Okay, it's abstract art. It's nothing. But look at those colors, and now you know exactly where they came from. I was over there walking by the guppy tank one day, and by the time I made it to the easel, that's what happened. My mind exploded. I had a guppy explosion in my mind. It's 12:30. My mind's blown by guppies. You guys are doing all kind of nice things. The Zen Ginger's got links all over the place. Thank you so much. Chewy's talking about the legalities for native species. It's different from state to state. Always stay on top of it. It's always in flux. It changes. But as a responsible hobbyist, I say, let's talk about it. Roe gave me some more information here that if there's documentation they're not from the state they're native to, then maybe it's okay to keep. It all makes sense to me. I'm for the ecosystem. The people that are legislating these laws and legalities are for the ecosystem. They're not trying to do any harm. They're trying to do good. I'm trying to play along. Even when I don't understand, I'm trying to play along. So we'll just keep looking at it. We'll understand it better and share when we do. Thank all of you guys for being here today. 35 of you watching now. And we're getting ready to shift over to the Facebook page, River Life Art. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to fire up a live stream over there on my phone. That'll be mobile. Make sure I got a battery charge. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'll see you guys over there in about 5 minutes. I've enjoyed our time today. Thank you for raising the River Life Community Tank Live Facebook group to over 300 members. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the River Life Community Tank time slot takeover announcement. That'll be coming later in the week. Congratulations again to Kaler's Aquatics for the most recent takeover. And Fish Studio updates are coming. Sorry, we don't have a photograph to share with you. And projectpoecilia, if you'll start using the hashtag projectpoecilia, if you're a creator, just to say you're on board with, yeah, let's promote those live bears. Let's get some video footage out there to encourage some collaboration between creators, to recruit some new fish keepers with this beautiful species that's so inspiring in so many ways. Let's celebrate the guppy. Let's do projectpoecilia and see what good we can do in the community. Let's bend the needle toward the good by increasing the options on our buffet so that we can all choose from and enjoy as we like. All that said, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. A couple of corridor abstract paintings. I'll do my best, Kendall. Send me some ideas. If you got anything, I'll work with them, see what shakes out. Always happy to try something new. And until we get together again, that'll probably be Monday morning on the River Life YouTube channel right here, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I want you to get out there and see it, love it, and live it. See ya.